Hi everyone, welcome back to Nuke Feed, your daily dose of internet radiation.
Now, let's talk about the bombshell lawsuit that was just filed against looks-maxing streamer CLAVICULAR. An 18-year-old influencer named Alexandra Vasilevna Mendoza, who most people know as Alora Ziva, has filed a civil suit in Florida against CLAVICULAR, whose real name is Braden Peters. The allegations in here are honestly disturbing. She claims this all started when she was only 16, alleging that Peters lured her with a $1,000 payment to be the female face of his brand, but then later served her excessive alcohol at his family home, where she says he had sex with her without her consent, which breaks down the dark details from the actual filing. It gets even more bizarre. The suit also alleges that during a later live stream, Peters injected her face with a fat-dissolving substance called Aqualix without her permission, and she even claims he suggested the mixture might have contained meth. Peters is now being sued for battery, fraud, and emotional distress, with Mendoza seeking over $50,000 in damages. His attorney has denied everything, calling the claims unproven. But this is all dropping just weeks after Peters was hospitalized for a suspected overdose during a stream. Now it's up to a judge to decide what actually happened.
Now this is crazy. A YouTuber with over 2 million subscribers has been hit with a lifetime ban from the NFL after crashing the stage to announce a fake draft pick. YouTuber Fred Beyer apparently spent months planning this whole stunt. He printed out fake credentials at Staples, grew out a beard, and even gained 10 pounds just so he wouldn't be recognized. He managed to sneak into Acrisure Stadium, and during the third round, he grabbed the mic and shouted to the crowd, "With the 67th pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Luke Maxer." But the payoff definitely wasn't what he expected. The NFL immediately handed him an indefinite ban letter, stating that he is barred from every single game and event moving forward. And if he ever shows his face again, they're calling law enforcement. Now for the strangest part of the night. After the police actually escorted him out of the building, they apparently turned around and asked him for a photo. Talk about a weird ending to a really wild story.
Talk about a rough day. Twitch streamer Humble Zay was actually hit by a car on day 34 of his cross-country faith walk. Isaiah Thomas was live streaming his massive 3,000-mile trek from Philly all the way to California when a car clipped him near Richmond, Indiana. He's been on this journey to raise $200,000 for a trade school, and his viewers had to watch the whole scary moment unfold in real time. He's currently in the hospital right now, but he's already calling this just a minor setback. He told his followers he has every intention of getting back on the road and finishing the walk as soon as he recovers. You've really got to respect that level of dedication.
Get a load of this. American Pie star Shannon Elizabeth just raked in over $1.2 million in her very first week on OnlyFans. That reportedly makes her first week on the platform bigger than her payouts from American Pie, Scary Movie, and Love Actually combined. The 52-year-old launched her account on April 16th, which, interestingly enough, was the same week she quietly filed for divorce from her husband. Most of that money actually came from direct messages, with the rest coming from tips and paid posts. Her content so far has been mostly behind-the-scenes stuff and chatting with fans. No full nudity at all. Elizabeth says she wants to show off a more sexy side, and she's planning to donate a chunk of the earnings to her Wildlife Conservation Foundation. Her manager even told her she's now made more from this than from her biggest Hollywood movies put together. Talk about a career pivot.
Now let's talk about the ex-FAZE streamers who are currently clapping back in a massive way. Just months after a pretty nasty split with FaZe Clan, JasonTheWeen, StableRonaldo, Adapt, Lacy, Silky, and Marlon have officially launched their own crew called Core, which stands for Create, Own, Run Everything. They've already moved into a ridiculous $20 million mansion in LA featuring everything from a full basketball court and bowling alley to a 19-car garage. What's really crazy is the timing. They dropped this announcement right as FaZe co-founder Banks went live with his own tell-all stream. A lot of people are calling this the ultimate power move. Honestly, it feels like the new streaming wars have officially begun. Now let's talk about Marvel star Evangeline Lilly going completely scorched earth on Disney. Disney just slashed 1,000 jobs across the company, effectively gutting Marvel's visual effects and art teams. Among the 8% of staff laid off was Andy Park, the legendary designer who actually created the Wasp suit. Lilly's response was
honestly brutal. She posted, "Shame on you for turning your back on the people who built the power you are now using to throw them away." She claims these artists are being replaced by AI, calling the entire move disgusting and horrible. Watch this clip of her slamming the layoffs.
Before I spread this post, when I saw it on social media, I needed to fact check it. So I reached out to my good friend Andy Park, who was the genius behind creating the original Wasp supersuit and the original Wasp concept drawings for the film Ant-Man and the Wasp, and just said, "Is this true? Is this really what's happening?" And he said, "Yeah, it's true. I have been let go." And I can't quite believe that Disney have let go of the artists who brought the current Marvel universe to life through their imagination and their genius. That the people who invented these characters in the first place, who designed them in the first place, are now being replaced by AI. AI that will take their designs and take what those artists created and use it to create iterations of that. I am so sorry, Andy, and I am so sorry to every single one of the artists who were let go in the 1,000 artists that Disney fired, and particularly the entire team at Marvel who have been considered obsolete now after building the Marvel empire. If you're a huge fan of Marvel, just take a moment today to think about them, to send up a prayer for them, to honor the people who created the world that you fell in love with. That was a human invention. These were human creations. And they shouldn't be stolen by tech giants so that their robots can replicate them. I think it's disgusting and horrible. And I stand with all the artists, and Andy, I'm so sorry, and I love you guys.
Switching gears to something equally insane, a dirt bike rider actually live streamed his own police chase through South LA and Compton after bolting from a traffic stop. The rider, who goes by Heartless, was weaving in and out of freeway traffic, blowing through red lights, and he even ditched his helmet at one point before he finally pulled over and surrendered peacefully. The entire pursuit lasted nearly 3 minutes, and his viewers got to see the whole thing go down in real time from his perspective. He was arrested on the spot, but people in the comments are already joking about the bike's tiny gas tank. Honestly, it's a surprise he even made it that far. Just an incredibly risky move that ended exactly how you'd expect. And in one of the craziest stories we've seen all week, let's talk about a husband who discovered his wife's double life and took the ultimate revenge. He found out she had a secret Instagram and an OnlyFans account without him ever knowing. But instead of causing a scene, he waited until she was literally about to leave for a trip. Then he silently canceled her flight and froze all her credit cards. And watch this clip where the husband reveals the exact moment he shut everything down.
Getting on my flight, and they said that you canceled the tickets. Why did you cancel the tickets?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? Are you freaking kidding me right now?
What?
I'm literally getting on my flight, and they said that you canceled the tickets.
I canceled the tickets because I saw that I run your face on the Sherlock app, and I saw that you've been cheating on me. You have an OnlyFans account, and you have a hidden Instagram account.
And you think that that's okay for you to be going and canceling my flight tickets? You knew I had this flight planned out for a long time. And then on top of that, you go cancel my card.
You think I'm going to let you use my money so you can go with another man on a flight? You got that wrong.
Your money? That was my money.
None of it's your money.
None of it's my money. Oh, really? You just said that you saw my OnlyFans, did you not? So clearly that was my money too.
People are debating if this was too brutal or just total karma, but one thing is for sure, she isn't going anywhere.
Thanks for watching. If you want more of tomorrow's madness the second it drops, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next one.